late game execution.
No, ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
I'm gonna make this video later. I might have to make it for tomorrow because I actually want to sit down on my computer and make this one. Because I want every detail of this one. Because what I've been hearing about LeBron James regarding the 2008 Olympic team is hilarious to me because some of the same stuff we see going on now. Back then, when what was it, 2008? Was that Redeem team? So that would have made LeBron James, he was born in 84, 23 going on 24. Still a kid to some, still young. But it's funny that we still see this at age 40 with him. But I'm going to say that for another video. But I want to speak about, shout out to Sports and Fitness Tracks. I saw this. I saw this thumbnail. I saw this video. Now they got Luca Doncic on Mind the Game podcast season 2 with Steve Nash. And I don't even think they had a special guest last season with JJ Redneck. I don't think they did at all. I just find it funny that Luca Doncic is a special guest on this show. And we all know why he's a special guest on the show, because we realize, I think they have realized, and I mean Clutch Sports has realized that they starting to lose a lot of steam because a lot of people are starting to find out about their BS and realizing they got to work harder now because they're being exposed every day. So now they got to find different people to help carry this lie out. And it's funny, they got Luca Doncic out there. It looks like he blink twice, you've been held against your will, Luca. But I think one of the posts that Luca said that, from what I heard, is LeBron James is there before anybody else is there. What do you mean by that? Working out, workouts, some of the same things we've been hearing from his lackeys. One of them being Dwayne Wade said the same thing. Nobody works harder than LeBron James. All kinds of BS. I think I just said in the video earlier today that Mario Chalmers said that, LeBron James, when he was in Miami, he's on the Heat, he used to go to the club with ice packs and heat pads, getting treatment at the club. I'm like, really? Is anybody gonna believe that? I don't believe that at all. It's just like they keep trying to force this lie. But the one thing I took from it, not just Luca being on this Mind the Game podcast, which is all for show, while they sit there and sip their wine like a bunch of winos, a bunch of old ladies. No offense to old ladies. One thing that stuck out for me, from what I heard, is that LeBron said, I'm missing out on my kids. I don't spend enough time with my kids, such and such and such and such. Because he's always working out, he's always on the road, he's always playing basketball. And when I heard that, I'm thinking in my head like, this guy was born in December 30th, 1984, right? What year is it now? Today is June 1st. No, not June 1st. June 2nd. At the time, 1:43 p.m., 2025. June 2nd, 2025 at 1:40 p.m. That's when I'm hearing this. So that would make LeBron 40 years old in a couple of months now. 6 months now, almost. Year 23? Is it 23 or 24? I lost count a long time ago. Drafted in 2003, right? In 2003, I was in middle school, right? Yeah, I was. So, age 40, played 23 years in the league. Nigga, why you ain't retired yet then? Huh? Stop complaining. Retire. You don't need to play no more. Retire. Damn. Sorry for saying the N-word, but seriously, man. I don't get to spend enough time. Dude, read the room. There's people. who are age 24. So many players weren't even born when you was first drafted in your first couple years in the league. Won't you just retire? The league don't need you no more. Especially at these playoffs. They don't need you no more. They have other people there. Go home and sip wine next season. You don't need to play. I just don't understand. Why? What's the point of playing at this point? You got all the accolades and all the points and all this stuff. Why do you keep playing? It's like every year. I've said this time and time before. And again and again and again. The longer he continues to keep playing, why is that Tesla have a body kit on it? I don't know. But the more he keeps playing, the worse it gets for him. He just doesn't know how to read the room. And I've been teaching lessons for the past 3 weeks about dudes not reading the room and how to read the room. And LeBron James needs a lesson on how to read the room. You're age 40. The league has passed you by. You're not doing much on the court no more. Really? Not really. All you're doing is just standing around, cherry picking when time you really want to play offense. You're doing side quests that had nothing to do with basketball, getting in arguments with Stephen A. Smith and going back and forth with rappers. You got time to go on the Pat McAfee show. You see more enthused about going on the Pat McAfee show, but instead of playing the extra game of basketball. So that's your fault. You don't spend no time with your kids because you don't know how to let it go. So you don't know how to let that hair go. You're balding, but you keep trying to keep it going. You got that big ass patch at the back of your head. Yeah, I went there. You got that big ass patch at the back of your head. You got Africa in the back of your head. Let it go. Just like you need to let your career go. As of now, you'll be considered to be a Hall of Famer. You're already top 75. You'll be a Hall of Famer. They probably gonna make you shoot. What is it? Not Euro Basketball Hall of Fame. What's the Hall of Fame for international play? I forgot the name for international play because David Robinson's part of it too. I think Hakeem was part of it also. But I forgot what they give you for international play. But you're probably going to be in that somehow. You're probably going to be in the college basketball Hall of Fame. Even though you didn't play a lick of college basketball, they're going to give you everything you possibly need. Retire! They gonna get him the freaking Big 3 Hall of Fame. You know, it doesn't exist. And somehow gonna get him that. They gonna give him all the Hall of Fame credentials possible. But this guy still thinks he needs to play another 2 or 3 years. Nobody wants to see you play no more. At least when Tom Brady kept playing past the point when he needed to stop, at least he was still producing. At least Tom Brady actually won a Super Bowl, even though I think they cheated for him to get to the Super Bowl. But still, you ain't doing none of that at Tom Brady's age. At the time. When did Tom Brady turn 40? 2018? 2017. Yeah, Tom Brady was still winning Super Bowls at age 40. You ain't winning on NBA Finals. Because you pretty much grit like the Lakers. They don't want you no more, but they afraid to say something because they scared of you. They ain't talking about your other son being on there. Then you got your other son talking about they gonna change your other son to the rotation. It's like, oh my goodness gracious, man. Just get this. It's like I said before, LeBron's like the house guest that won't leave. The party been over for 2 months now. That big ass party. For some of y'all. Diddy party, but that big ass party been over for 2 months. Why are you still here, my guy? Leave my house. Party over. Go home. You don't know how to do that. But yeah, that was something that stuck out to me in this newest episode of Mind the Game podcast. And it was all this stuff talk about how great he is and all this other stuff, locker room and workouts and all that. But shoot, the guy is sitting out for 40 games a season, so I don't know how that's even possible. All this working out, he's still sitting out for 30 games a season, 20 games a season. Over here pretending like you sprang your MCL, but you're over here doing jigs and jives and the electric slide at clubs and private birthday parties, but you got an MCL spray. Sure. You know what? I think somebody probably did make it already, but I should. One of my last videos before I log off in here for good. Should a compilation of all LeBron's fake ass injuries he's had. I bet you somebody already made that video already. But anyways, this guy is a complete tool, man. If you care about your kids that much, which you probably don't, but if you did, basketball is not more important than them. Ain't you already a billionaire already? Why you need the money, man? Why you need more contract extensions, man? Anyways, this guy's a complete clown. And anybody who loves him to death like his fans do, they're complete clownettes.